to find who's in the lineup here, but individual skill-wise, I think you're right in saying LGB, and they performed a lot better through the groups, finishing top in theirs, and Fnatic kind of struggled a bit against Reason and a couple of the teams having very close results. You know, what's happened with Fnatic there? You know, they did so well at DreamHack, people put up to maybe a fluke, and now they're kind of slacking a little bit.
I think we saw that at the DreamHack Invitational as well. They weren't up to pair like they were playing on DreamHack, and it's going to be interesting to see if they can turn this around in the playoffs here.
Certainly, so I do believe we are underway here. Obviously on the T side, it will be Fnatic, LGB on the CT side. And it looks like Fnatic are going to be hitting up that B side first of all. Crims will be laying in wait. He does have side with him, but this has been a swift move from Pronax there, literally taking over the site in one move.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be really, really tough for for LGB to come into 3 versus 5 after planting beats. Pretty much virtually impossible. Or maybe not.
They're proving you wrong, player by player. Twist and Olaf there, picking up a kill each, and they've got their way into the site, but still, Fnatic very much pressured. Schneider still up, finding Twist, and there we go. Flasher kicks into gear, and this looks like it is going to be a Fnatic first round. And what is the importance of this?
Well, basically, you know, Fnatic been playing very shaky in the group stage, getting this start on stage, getting the motivation up, getting into the game early, and that can be really, really beneficial for them, considering LGB is probably going to be really nervous playing in front of all those people, and you know, getting a bad start. If we see them losing the first weapon round as well, I think it might haunt them for quite some time in this game before they actually start getting into it. And also you can see there's some thoughts I had that as playing CT pistol round, I mean the first half on the first map, you can't just stand and wait for them because your aim is going to be cold, and it's suicide because they take over the bomb site and then it's GG pretty much.
Well, let's see if, you know, the CT side can maybe get a little bit of fire going behind them, because as you said, they're being quite passive at the moment, actually. You know, Sype and Crims both sitting quite far back. You know, they're not really getting aggressive. They're seeming to kind of take their time. They've picked up a couple of deagles as well. Let's see if that comes through. Flusher just testing out the B side again. It worked so well before, but the bomb's being left quite far back. Do you think Fnatic are just taking their time here? Yeah,
they definitely should. I mean, considering how dangerous the so-called eco rounds are nowadays, you see, I mean, the win percentage on it is huge, and I love it, but they really need to take a care and do it slowly together.
Yeah, Flusher received a big bit of damage. I think you're perfectly right in saying that. So he's going to have to fall back a touch here. I think he actually switched out his AK for a Galil in the mix. So Flusher now has to be a little bit more careful. Pronax is pushing in, and actually Sype picked up the kill. Devilwalk finally replies. But that B side is not a walk in the park for Fnatic. They are finally through, but look at their HP. They are low here. Do you think LGB could turn this?
I think actually they should. If they don't get a fast kill here, they should go for exit frags. Right now, but considering they communicate so well, so they know that all other people are low in the team, so they could go for it. If they got a quick kill there, they can go for then 3 on 3, you can get a weapon or 2 and then start picking them off one by one. But yeah, right now when they don't get it, just go for exits.
Now, you did highlight earlier that the big factor here is going to be LGB's nerves, pretty much. At what point, at what point do you think we'll see that nervousness going through? Will it be the weapon round coming up, possibly?
I think so as well. I mean, what I would do as LGB right now, I would do something. I wouldn't just stand on standard CT setup at this point. I would do something aggressive. I mean, at least take aggressive shot in the beginning of round 2, kind of get into the flow. Just standing there waiting, it's suicide, because you're going to be cold after those rounds, and you know, try to get into game mentally. That's really important for them, and hopefully do something crazy, get an entry frag or something. So.
And that would really shake Fnatic to the core, considering they had a very bad group stage in, you know, comparison to, let's say, DreamHack. They, you know, a big aggressive push that really catches them off guard would probably shake them quite badly. But we are seeing Fnatic once again trying out this B-side. Flusher, Schneider, and Pronax all testing the waters. Flusher's gonna find Crims, and you know, it's not going too well yet. And Flusher now looking for more. He's gonna be edging in with that Glock. Schneider dropping up the smoke. Actually, Flusher's just going for it himself. He's only got 5 HP, but through the smoke. And just that spam paying through here. Twist does get one back, but it's just Dennis left in a 1v4. There's not much to do here.
Yeah, really nice play by Pronax there, running in with only his pistol there, spamming through smoke, having some luck, but doing a great job there. You can see the rotation from LGB was actually coming in there, but it was in vain, considering getting taken down so fast there.
Sure. Now, quick question. You know, Fnatic's playstyle on Inferno. What are you reading into this? Do they look confident? Do they look, you know, fairly normal? Are they playing very standard here?
Yeah, I think so far they look pretty confident. But then again, it was a fast push B, getting into entries there, and then it's been anti-eco rounds, even though they're dangerous. I think we're going to see it the first weapon round or the first 2 weapon rounds, pretty much how confident they are. If they manage to win this one, though, I think they're going to be pretty much in the flow, and LGB might start choking.
I really want these guys to do well. They performed so well through the groups, and they look good. They were able to take a map off NIP back in DreamHack. They are such a talented side. So I'm hoping we can see a little bit of that magic coming through here. Obviously, very early days. We're only into round 3, so we can't take too much from this. Obviously, when you don't pick up that pistol, you're going to be down a couple of rounds.
Yeah.
And obviously another one on the board here for Fnatic. Just to remind you of the score so far, Schneider doing really nicely for himself, 6-0. Flusher 4-1. All of them performing quite nicely. To be fair, LGB are getting a couple of kills here and there. We saw the impact that they can have. They took a blow, but this is the important round. Now, how do you think Fnatic's going about this? They've been kind of hitting up that B side constantly here. Even Devil trying to get the opening every now and then. Is it going to be the same thing?
Well, basically, of course, since they had a day off, those two teams have been spending, I would say, like 10, or not 10s, but like 5 hours at least, looking at just how they play. So it's going to be mind games right now. How do the others play? Do they dare play in their own game, or are they going to mix it up, considering they know what we're doing? So it kind of comes down to that.
Well, we are seeing a little bit of a difference. It looks like Fnatic are looking maybe a little bit more towards A. They've left Flusher by B. Twist is in a great spot here. He could really catch out Fnatic if he plays this right. You can see on the X-ray there, 4 players near or next to him, 3 in the apartments. Spotted Schneider, takes a shot. He's got to expect more. Oh, he looked the wrong way. Devil was there. And now we do see Fnatic keeping hold of the apartments now. Olaf and Dennis, the last two towards A. Olaf now can't quite hold on either. JW just powering forward. Dennis now, last man in the line. He's got to pick these up. Oh, beautiful play from Dennis. 2 kills back to back. Sight finds 1. Now just Flusher standing. Is this the aggressive nature that we wanted to see from LGB here?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was a bit worried in the start when Twist, he probably could have kept his nerve and waiting to see another one before they started fire, because they had no clue where it was. Then Dennis, who's been playing so good throughout his tournaments, coming in with 2 huge frags there, turning the round around.
Very important stuff here, and he will find the third.
Yeah, I mean, well, has been doing that through the whole group stage and doing that again. So I mean, that's the thing you need to get into this game. Having somebody doing a hero round like that and just keep on rolling from that one. Really important round for LGB.
I was about to say, you told us earlier, LGB depending on getting confident on stage, feeling comfortable, and that round is probably just going to give them such a boost. Their key player stepping up again. We are seeing a very similar start from Fnatic here. Do you think they're going to try the same thing, or maybe switch up a little later?
Well, basically, if you look at Fnatic, they kind of play, so all the rounds look the same in the start, so people aren't supposed to read what they're doing. It's really smart that they're doing, and I think Pronax and Karn are doing a great job with their tactics. So basically, LGB is never going to be able to know what they're doing before the attack actually comes, unless they get an entry or something.
Yeah, but this time Twist isn't in the apartment, so maybe there's going to be a little bit more play on the site from LGB. They might not lose a player so early on. JW's already received a little bit of damage, not too much, but Twist has found Devil with this time. Let's see if he can follow up with maybe a second rather than just being taken down so early on. But Fnatic might need to weigh up their options here. Looks like they're backing up maybe that B site.
Yeah, and actually we can see that they have a really good setup towards B if they're pushing in now. They can't attack since it's smoked, and yeah.
Not that much time left as well. Let's bear in mind, 35 seconds. They're going to have to commit to this. Pronax is kind of edging in. Crims quickly adapting with the flash, trying to drop that one over. Give a couple of seconds more towards the LGB side, but Pronax pushes in, finds Crims. Side now has to get dash, and Olaf has found Flusher, so bring it back to a 4v3 in favor to LGB, and this is nicely played from these guys. Schneider's gone down. Just JW and Pronax standing. JW is still over by A. Pronax, the last man on the side, that can be fully defused with JW not even being near it. Dennis going to cover off, and JW saving that gun. Yeah,
and I was actually a bit worried because LGB, they know that they're attacking B there, even though they're like 5 versus 4. They should have rotated the guy closer towards B there, and the guy who was standing outside towards C spawn should have rotated into the hallways, because he's basically gone. They're gonna flash him away 100%. So he's basically doing nothing, allowing Fnatic to run up versus 1 player on the site, and that's how you throw around. Luckily, they did some nice shots there, but in general, that's pretty sloppy play, I would say.
Do you think that's maybe because they're still quite a new team, essentially? They're not as maybe founded as Fnatic or your NIPs. There's still a couple of mistakes, and maybe having a manager like yourself or a captain who can look over their shoulder and say, actually, guys, come on, that was a weak point there. Yeah, could really help them.
Definitely. I mean, they're a somewhat new team as well, and I mean that's something that takes years to practice to make it flawless in every map. And I mean, we're not doing it yet either, so it's like...
Certainly takes time, but you can see likes of Devil barking out the orders on your screen in the bottom right there. He looks pretty focused, actually. At the very start of today, I saw him walking down the corridor, completely focused stare towards this game. But we are seeing you know, finally, Fnatic with the opening shot here. Olaf has gone down. Sype and Crim's left by B, Dennis and Twist over by A. And it looks like they're kind of weighing up their options for Fnatic. They've done the similar start. As you said, they like to kind of do the same thing, you know, very, you know, similar aspects. Flusher over by that B side, up Banana. The rest of them kind of round A. I'm curious where they're going to commit here, because that bomb still in the hands of Pronax, not quite found its place, but you can see they are actually edging into a couple of players, but the bomb's not there. Do you think this is a B push?
Yeah, it should be. I mean, for LGB, it's a real tough situation because you either need to take 2 guys towards B or leave 1 guy behind there, so it's kind of gamble.
So we are now seeing just 3 players left for the LGB side, but to be fair, they were by B. Sype and Crim still standing, and actually we're seeing Fnatic going all the way back around towards A.
Yeah.
Dennis is making his way through, but can he get there in time? That's 5 players to take down, let's bear in mind.
Yeah, if actually Dennis managed to take down the bomb, they're going to get real dangerous since we have 7-6 left.
Wow. That is perfect play already. Sadly, the bomb was not in the hands of the player he took down. That is now down and ticking, leaving it at 2v3. Still quite possible, I'd say. It's not, you know, beyond the realm of capability, but do you think, you know, LGB are going to go for this? No. Definitely not, as they run away.
You can call me the CS Oracle. No, I'm just kidding. Just saw that. No, I don't think that's a smart idea. I mean, considering they don't have too much money at the moment, they will be able to buy next round, and I mean, it's going to be a tight game, so saving your weapons. When it's 2 versus 3, the bomb is down. Yeah, the T's have a lot of time to take good after plant position. It should be impossible to win it, unless somebody's making, you know, highlight clip or something. I mean, something amazing. But in general, it should be really hard.
And looking currently at the scoreboard, it's all even for LGB. Everyone on 4 players, excluding Crims on 0 to 4. So I'm kind of hoping he picks something up here, because as soon as you get in that kind of score in your hands, you start, you know, really getting nervous in front of a crowd like that, and people start noticing. You're like, oh, Jesus Christ, you know, this is the one time I really want to perform. So hopefully you can kind of get on the scoreboard. We've got a big bike coming in. First time we're seeing Dennis with the AWP here. So kind of curious to see how this one comes into play and see what he can do with it, really. This time, early grenades going down by Banana. Maybe Crims and Co not happy with allowing Flusher, Pronax, and Schneider such free reign there. They have done a good bit of damage.
Yeah, they have. Flusher's kind of hurt, and he's probably the guy you want to hurt together with JW if you're going to hurt somebody in Fnatic.
Let's see how much that comes into effect here. LGB not playing as passively this time, quite aggressively, you know, willing to peek here and taking on Pronax. Gotta be a little bit careful. 1 minute and 8 left on the board. No real commitment from Fnatic yet. They're still taking their time, testing the waters. We are getting a little bit of spray down. Sype's been taken down solo, 22 HP, fly HP down here, and will they go for it? Kicking off, and Pronax getting that bomb, leaving Flusher once again by Banana. Over to where we go, but Twist, Olaf, and Dennis look fairly set up here.
Yeah. I mean, what pretty much you want to do in that sense is to force the CTs to leave 2 players inside the B bomb site. They succeeded with that, but so now it's going to be 3 people on A, so it should be a bit easier to attack than Dennis for.
Well, Twist has found the first on the Pronax. Dennis having to back away with the AWP after missing that first shot. Fnatic pushing through, 3 kills back to back. Twist, Olaf, and Dennis down. A is open for the taking, and the B players nowhere to be found.
Nah, I mean, that's a really good round by Fnatic there, because they managed to hurt Sype so much inside B, so they're forced to stand on defensive position inside B. They're not even close to being able to rotate towards the A bomb sites, and we're pushing there. That's the whole goal with Fnatic taking over the Banana there, unless they get an entry. Obviously, they're gonna rush in. But they managed to keep them away, and then they attacked the A-bomb side. 3 people there, 3 versus 5. It's quite doable, and they managed to do it. Devil Walk with a real nice headshot, taking out Dennis there, who's standing with AWP. That's the key kill for the whole round.
Brilliantly played, and I got to ask you the question, does this look like a slightly more dangerous Fnatic? We thought this might be a little bit more LGB-sided.
Yeah, definitely.
Currently, Fnatic are looking quite good. Flusher did find Sype in the end, but you know, this is still early doors, obviously. This is still a very early game with the first map, and everyone expected this to go to 3. Yeah. Do you think Inferno is going to be a Fnatic map overall?
I would say, looking at this beforehand, I would say it's an LGB map. I mean, Fnatic, good at Inferno. LGB has been playing very, very well, from what I've seen. And I think having a bad start like they're having now, I mean, they're on the easier side of the map. Having a bad start, that's not good for the self-confidence when you're a quite inexperienced team. You don't have a coach with you like Fnatic do. It's not good.
Well, we are seeing the CT side with just pistols beside them, excluding Crims, who did manage to keep hold of that M4, and actually they're doing quite nicely with it. You know, the danger of these pistol rounds is absolutely unreal, but we are seeing now just 3 standing. Once again, Fnatic fully executed on towards A. JW, Devil Walk, and Flusher alive, but Dennis is looking like he wants to come through here, and an nade comes out, and Flusher does get tagged up, but obviously AK in hand, he's in a slightly better spot, really. can they turn this around? They're still going for it, and LGB, we know they are talented Swedes, but right now, Flusher dispatches him, but Sype does get the AK, finds Flusher, 2v2 now, they're going for this one. Devil comes around the back though, lovely timing, finding Crims there, and now 2v1. Sype, time to back away, I think he's going to get out of there. He does keep the AK at least, and he might get an exit here.
Yeah, that was a really smart play by Fnatic there, even though they were a bit sloppy in the beginning of the round. JW is really low, and Devilwalk takes somewhat gamble, but a really smart play going around them, so they didn't give the LGB the chance to come back, because there were 2 players on full HP there, so they, I think I would say it was 50-50 chance for them, and it's a great job by Devilwalk there.
Yeah, and I do want to ask you, you just saw Khan behind Fnatic then. If you were behind LGB right now, and you're obviously down on the slightly easier side, what would you be saying to them? You are the motivational guy. You're the one who kind of generally gets these guys pumped up. What would be the words that you tell them?
Well, basically, to play their own game, don't be afraid because you're on a stage. Just play like you do normal matches and practice like it's any other game. And I think it's really important for Olaf Meister and Dennis, who I think are the 2 big stars in the team, that they start fragging, that they start feeling confident, that they feel like they're seeing pretty much at home or in like they did yesterday or 2 days ago, sorry. Like they get into the mood. That's really important right now.
Let's see if they can find that form pretty damn soon. At the moment, Crims has got the opener there, finding Flusher, so great start coming out from LGB this time. They need to get 4 more players. We've got JW up, Schneider, Devilwalk, and Pronax all over by A. This time, Flusher not going to be able to be down banana this time, so maybe Crims and Sype have a little bit of relaxing time there, but Dennis has found Pronax. That's perfect start for him, and building that confidence up, running with that orb. He missed the early exchange with JW, but they're making it work now on the site. Devilwalk, Schneider, and JW have to pull something together. They are starting to push through here. Couple of tanks going. LGB fully set up. 40 seconds left. JW has found Olaf, however. So Fnatic certainly still dangerous as the push is going to be starting. Oh, well, it's looking like he's finding that form.
Yeah, it looks like he did in first rounds as well with this M4. I mean, they had some bad luck, had to do a lot of ecos, but right now it looks like he's on track with his op as well. So, I mean, if he can start landing his AWP shots, it's going to be crucial for them to get back in this game and maybe get, I mean, best case, obviously 9 rounds, but something like 8 at least, I think they will be fairly satisfied with, considering it's a quite balanced map at the moment.
It is. I speak to a lot of teams, and, the one person who was a real advocate, I'll come back to that in a second. It looks like a nice aggressive start from LGB. They're getting that confidence there, peeking down towards Banana, getting the nade down, getting the spam down, picking up Schneider and taking up Flusher and Pronax, and getting away fairly unscathed. Only Crim's taking a touch of damage, but nice start from them. They're not giving Fnatic that freedom. They're really getting that pressure there now.
No, that's exactly what I talk about. Feeling confident, doing that stuff. Staying there and spraying those bullets. Like, if you're afraid, you're not going to do that. And now you got an entry frag for it and managed to damage them quite a lot as well for just staying there. So perfect play, and they need to play like that.
Let's see if they can handle the pressure now, because it looks like Fnatic are flooding in. Dennis is on the rotate, but Crims needs to step up right now. He's got another kill on the board. Sype does the job as well to Flusher, but still JW alive and Pronax. JW has to hold on to this. He's at a huge deficit, but Pronax doing the work onto Devilwalk. Dennis even. And here we go. LGB, really well played then. And I've got to ask you the question, how come they just held on to that so well then?
I think they managed to do so much damage there when they actually had the guts to go out there and stand and spray, and 2 nades coming down the Banana. So I think it was like 250, 300, 250 HP in total that got removed from Fnatic. They felt confident, they smoked the bomb site, and Fnatic, they know they had to take a gamble. The smoked bomb site, just rushed up and sprayed. I think it was pretty lucky that he didn't get killed there through the smoke. And I mean, so yeah, they were just in the upper hand. They should win that most of the times when they're attacking B bomb site there.
Well, we are seeing the scoreline getting quite close now. 4-6. It's looking a lot better for LGB now, finding their confidence, finding their footing.
Yeah, and what's really important here as well is that Fnatic has Nikos. Normally this should be a quite easy round for LGB, and you can see they're starting building some money. You have 6,400 with 5.8 on Crims.
Well, it looks like they're going to be holding on to this for now. Nice work from Shire and Pronax, though, taking down the 2B players. But Dennis is coming over the rotate. Devilwalk and Pronax still alive. Bomb is down. And they've got a little bit of time to get set up here. Devilwalk in a nice little spot, but he's only on 7 HP, so that really could hinder him in this. Pronax trying to just dodge with the bullets. Nice shot from Pronax there, finding Olaf, bringing it back all even. Treacherous times though is so low. Dennis has found a lovely nade from Twist, just eliminating Fnatic. It was a close round though.
Yeah, it was a really close round considering, but that's like we talked about before the game actually started. You know, the so-called eco rounds you have nowadays, really dangerous. And you can see there, actually, Devil Walk is somewhat unlucky there because he tries to flank. I can't remember who it was running into the pool there, but he had one guy behind him as well. Otherwise, it would be some really clutch play there by him. He probably could have gotten at least one, allowing Pronax to come out big.
Sure, so 5-6. Score's getting close now. You know, LGB starting to build up that confidence, starting to look a little bit dangerous, and Fnatic look like their game style's kind of been worked out a little bit here. You know, that banana presence early on has been kind of pressured by the 2B players. They're getting that confidence. As you said, they're really starting to be happy to challenge, and it seems to be working out quite well. You know, we can see them backing away, but you know, Fnatic are getting pushed here. How do they adapt to this now?
They can't really do anything except try to wait them out with the smokes out. Inferno is like a map. You can smoke so many angles that you just have to sit and wait and be patient pretty much doing it. I mean, walking through smoke, it's suicide most of the time.
Not a great start for Dennis this time. He does miss the opening shot there as he's seen at least one T player making their way through towards CT Arch, but now we are seeing JW and Schneider now going for him for the challenge. Nice shot from Dennis there. Does miss the follow-up, however. 1 HP has to back away, but Crims now surrounded. B, swift rotate from Fnatic, and Crims is behind 3 players. Crims in the perfect spot. He's going to spray down, get 1. Look for the second. Oh, he gets denied by Flusher. Soap is still alive and kicking, however, and he's going to have to hold on to this because there's still Flusher alive with that bomb. We got Olaf and Twist on the rotate, but Schneider, once again, in a great spot. They're getting behind each other. These flanks are unbelievable, but Flusher, 2 in a row. Leaves Schneider up against Twist. The young, talented man of Twist has to go big here to bring this back all even, and Schneider is on the prowl. 27 seconds, bomb is loose. He's got to pick that up and plant it or go for the kill. Up to him. Right now, you're seeing both on your screen. Twist backed off towards Banana. He hears that bomb going down, sprays through, no connection. Bomb is down. Twist looking through around the smoke, trying to find a pixel of Fnatic. Schneider, flash coming in, doesn't actually flash him up, and you can see Twist is taking no chances here, and that bomb is starting to tick quite quickly. And here we go! Twist holds on for another round and brings it back all even, and that has got to do wonders for the confidence.
Yeah, that's going to make wonders for the self-esteem and everything. Winning that round, Twist. You can see him when we're playing before in tournaments. He's been either really good or sorry to say, but really bad.
It happens,
he's been like a hedge on my chain when it's on fire, and when it gets into the mood, it's real dangerous, and that's going to be really important for him for the rest of the match to actually make a clutch like that. I actually liked Schneider's play there. He's smoking him away, taking somewhat good afterplant and trying to stall him and just hoping for Twist to go through the smoke there, but it's experience enough not to do it.
I've got to say then, you know, players are getting behind each other at the moment. You know, everyone seems to be getting behind each other. We had Schneider on the back there. Is it just all these smokes, as you said? You know, they smoke out this map. There's so many opportunities to do it, I guess.
It is a lot of opportunities doing it, but it's pretty uncommon to see people doing it in that extent.
Times.
Yeah, exactly. So that was really interesting to see, and I'm actually a big fan of that. It was good.
For sure, and we are now seeing Olaf having to hold on as Fnatic are making their way towards the side. Nice play coming through, but he's not going to be landing these shots so easily. Finally gets it in the bag, a nice little pistol at the end there. Schneider goes down, and LGB are looking dangerous.
Yeah, they look like they're back on track now, getting a bit shaky start. And I think it's important that Olaf M gets in the mood as well. He's an amazing player, and I really hope that he gets like into this game, get the mood in. And also, I actually like the play there from Fnatic. I mean, they're attacking the short A side with basically no nades or nothing. But that's a round you need to like catch LGB off guard, because they might stand with a nade in their hand. And, you know, if you get entered, it's game over. But yeah, right now, unfortunately for Fnatic, they didn't manage to do it. But I like to play in all.
Yeah, we are going to have to see Fnatic really start to pick things up, because they've been struggling to get around on the board here for quite some time, and LGB just building up to this bit of a monster they're at right now, and early damage once again towards Fnatic. Flusher being tagged up quite some way. Dennis still with that ult, just keeping eyes on that mid push, but it does seem as though Fnatic looking back towards that B side. Crims and Sipe doing really well at the moment. Let's see if they can do it again. Crims does the damage. That's JW down. Into the action goes Sipe. He gets one for himself through the smoke. And this little duo has become a bit of a monster. Fnatic are struggling to get through here. At the start, it looked like it was the easiest site to hit, but right now, they're being stumped.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, it is the easier site to hit on as well. And I don't know what Fnatic is gonna do versus this, because it just looks like LGB are on point on the B bomb side right now. It's not Fnatic doing too much mistakes, in my opinion. It's just that LGB have found their self-esteem, and they're playing great.
Let's see if they can hold on against 3 more possible players with only 28 seconds left. Devilwalk, Schneider, and Pronax now have to go into the slaughterhouse, and Sipe does well, but not well enough. Schneider gets through on only 28 HP, but still 3 more LGB players left alive. Bomb is down, so at least a little bit more money, but at the moment, Schneider has to go pretty damn huge here. He's going to be going around the back. We've seen these flanks going into effect. He gets one, gets the second. Schneider's on 4. This could be an ace coming out for Fnatic. Can he do this though? 1v1 against Twist. Twist is on the bomb side. He sprays down. Schneider backs away. This is the close to be. He's going to go for the defuse. He's doing it right now. Can he get it? Oh, Schneider gets a 5-man. That is incredible play. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you cannot write Fnatic out.
I mean, that was a 1 versus 5 ace, and after killing the first 2 guys, he had 23 HP. I'm kind of speechless right now. I was like, okay, he's never gonna win this.
No way.
No way he's gonna win this. He's good at get bombed down. He's doing the right thing, you know, rushing through the sideway and try to flank somebody off guard, come from seed spawn. But more than that, I think that's more than good. He'd hope for himself.
Yeah, he's pretty surprised himself there, to be fair.
Best round I've seen so far this tournament.
Yeah, certainly. And Crims this time not going to get the easy shots off towards Fnatic. They've had that little boost of confidence now. 4 players going towards Sipe here. Fnatic are tagged up, however, so that'll be the easiest push. Sipe does find one. Olaf chiming in towards Flusher, and actually Fnatic not really getting the damage done. Is now just Pronax alive, but I'm not writing out any singular players now from Fnatic. You know, we've already seen Schneider do something ridiculous. Maybe it's Pronax's time. He's already got 2, but you know, he's got the 3rd. That's the hat-trick finally gets put to bed. I was about to just give up on thinking I even understand FPS games if one guy took down another 5 players.
No. I think LGB was like, okay, this is not gonna happen again,
yeah,
right?
no more.
Yeah, I think actually that round was probably the nicest round I've seen so far this tournament. Amazing play by Schneider there, and I would love to see those first 2 headshots as well.
Amazing.
Probably some really cool stuff. And somewhat a good comeback here from LGB as well. They had a really shaky start. Looks like they're getting into it and, you know, getting warm in the close and trying, like, coping with the pressure on actually being on stage in front of a lot of people. So
yeah, it's not a small audience out there. You know, it is actually a packed audience, and you know, big thank you to all the guys sitting out in the audience. Very early on, obviously, you guys have been pretty awesome turning up this early, and it was absolutely rainy outside. It was pretty miserable, and I saw people queuing for hours to get in here. And I think it's amazing. So, what a great way to start things off for all those guys.
It's just like you said, with rain pouring down, it was thousands of people standing outside in the rain just to watch eSports. I mean, it's really shown how long way we've grown the last couple of years, and it's amazing. And all you guys at home, you're a part of this as well. And I just want to say thank you to everybody for being a part of this amazing journey.
It is becoming ridiculous, isn't it? You know, you look back at the start of things when, you know, even CS was featured at, you know, the IEMs of, you know, back in the day, and it's still nothing like it is today. You know, you look at the size of it, and seeing players like this now having to deal with the pressure, it's completely different. You know, there was obviously big tournaments back then, but now you have stadiums filled with people watching these guys every move. Every mistake they make is now completely visible to a gigantic audience of fans. You know, you do get nervous, geez, but you know, players step up and become legends, and you know, we've seen NIP do it, and we might be seeing another couple of teams joining them here, and I think, you know, it's all coming to a point, and it's beautiful to watch. So hopefully, you know, you can get another Swede through doing pretty well in this one. You know, and it's strange. Everyone seems to live in the shadow of NIP, but LGB really are starting to break through here as someone to take notice of. You know, the first thing was DreamHack. You know, they started to get the attention then, picking a map off, you know, their Swedish counterparts of NIP. And now they're doing very well for themselves here. You know, it is building up, and I think we are ready to get underway in the second half here, ladies and gents. So let's get ready for this one. Its scoreline is LGB 8, Fnatic 7. It's a ridiculously close game, and we are going to get underway with Schneider already finding Olaf. What a great start for the Fnatic boys, picking up the first kill so early on. And, you know, LGB on the T side, Fnatic on the CT side. And we are seeing Fnatic really getting aggressive, not giving a second for LGB to think about anything, and Devilwalk finding 2. This looks like a dangerous situation already. Twist has found Schneider, but still, 1v4. It's not looking too good, is it?
No, it's not. And I mean, this is pretty much what Fnatic needs to do. They need a really good pistol round, obviously win it, but if you look at it, the first half, only getting 7 rounds. One of them was 1 versus 5 aids, and winning with when they have like the pistol round, getting 2 ecos, and the ace in the end. It's like
They didn't get that many gun rounds.
No, they
didn't get it.
They looked really shaky in it as well. So, and I mean, there was, I think, they won like 2 weapons rounds,
maybe
3 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they weren't doing a really bad job on that part. So I mean, and also like I said before, going aggressive on the CT pistol round can take the terrorist off guard, and not just sitting there waiting for them to come into your crosshair. That's not good. So I mean, they're doing a great job.
For sure. Now I want to ask you a quick question. It looks like LGB are looking to do a little bit of damage here. Deagles and armor. What's their plan right now?
I mean, it's just like we talked about before. It's so dangerous with the so-called eco round. We see a fairly common anti-eco from Fnatic though, rushing down the middle. You see teams doing that all the time right now. It's probably one of the best anti-eco rounds there is at the moment. Not just standing on your position, getting pointed out one by one.
Twist. Oh, beautiful shot towards JW, then eventually landing that deagle. As you said, so dangerous. They've already picked up a P90. They've still got the armor. They've still got the pistols in the mix. And now Devil, Pronax, and Flusher are in a little bit of trouble. We've got an M4 by Flusher, but the rest are, not the best of weapons to be having with you. But let's see if they can do it here.
I would actually say that, I mean, anytime it's 3 versus 3 with somewhat even HP. I mean, there's only Cyp who's somewhat low.
Yeah.
I would say the advantage is by far at the terrorists, because they can go either way. It's going to be one guy at one bomb site. If you choose the right one, it's going to be 3 versus 1. You should be able to take him down.
Well, Pronax might be that target. He is the solo player on B. He's been spotted out. Twist looking for that deagle shot, going to be peering through. Pronax backs away, goes back for more with the flash. Flusher and Devilwalk still considering their options. Oh, lovely shot from Twist. That has opened up the B side. Here comes Cyp, here comes Twist. Dennis, however, backing away. Oh, they're not committing. They're not going for this. Devilwalk has rotated. Flusher stayed on A. They're just drawing this attention. But this is Flusher. Yeah. He's the one with the M4. He's still fully set up. He does catch a glimpse of one. He gets the tag. He gets the kill. Oh, how the hell did he pull that off? That's 2 kills. I think he only even saw one of them. But he still made it work, and Devilwalk holds on. But it was getting dangerous then.
I think actually when you only have 25 seconds left, when you get that entry in the banana, you rush on. I mean, it's it's
Wow, buddy. Thank you for that steal. Steal will be fired after this game, don't worry.
Well, basically, I mean, just rushing there, it means one guy just stand like this, because you're not going to be able to get the bomb down if he takes a good position there and it's game over. I think that's experience or inexperience for LGB kicking in there.
Maybe we need to get you standing behind them, helping them out a little bit. We'll just wheel you out there.
You're
doing a great job casting.
For my ninjas,
oh, okay. Ninja only, all right.
Yeah.
Jeez. Exclusive heat. JW has picked up Dennis, but obviously the T-side this time not looking so dangerous with just those pistols, no armor, not much to write home about. But, they could still pick up a couple as Olaf has found JW, and, even if it's just to get a little bit more confidence beside yourself, every kill really does matter.
It does. I mean, that self-confidence you get from a frag in the eco round, taking down JW, I mean, it's huge for going into the next round. Yeah, exactly. And doing that with a Glock, no armor versus M4 with armor. I mean, it's going to be huge. Imagine next round when you have an AK-47 versus the M4. Of course, you're going to have like a slide.
You're like, I've got this.
One. yeah, exactly.
So let's see if that happens. Now, obviously, good couple of rounds back-to-back for Fnatic. It got close. We had a couple of dangerous situations, but in the end, it was dealt with by a possible aimbot. We're not sure. Hopefully not. But the scoreline is 8-10. Fnatic have taken over the lead after picking up the initial pistol. No surprise they converted the next 2. They got a little bit shaken, but now this is the big danger round. This is where LGB can do some real damage, and Fnatic have to be quite careful here. It comes down to this. We are seeing a little bit of a different play. A couple of players up second mid. Cyp and Twist just taking the time, down by Banana.
Yeah, and I mean, if LGB starts rolling this one, it's not going to be... I mean, Fnatic is going to be able to buy next round, probably. But I think their economy is going to be struggling a lot. So this is kind of a must run for Fnatic, I would say. I mean, LGB they can still manage if they lose this one, because terrorist side doesn't cost too much money. But right now, it's so important.
Well, let's find out, as Fnatic still laying in wait, playing it quite carefully, not being aggressive. Pronax a little bit pushed out there, actually received a lot of damage, down to 43 HP, and actually Fnatic are receiving a good chunk. Oh, nice nade, however, towards Crimson. Schneider goes down to Dennis. This is LGB looking dangerous here. They've worked their way in, but they're split. Let's bear in mind, 2 players by A, 3 by B. They're outnumbering Pronax and Devilwalk on that B side. If they hit this one up, they're in a good spot. Flusher has found Dennis. follows up towards Crims. So now it's all down to the B contingency plan, and Olof does the damage. Devilhawk has to get into the action, but he can't. Olof takes him down as well. This is looking brilliant here for these guys. 2v2, but the bomb should be going down fairly uncontested, and now T-side can get set up.
Yeah, I mean, right now they have enough time to get good after plans. It's a big advantage for the terrorists right now, so I would say 75-25 for them. They probably should work together a bit more, though, in their after plan positions, in my opinion.
Yeah, they seem quite separated here, but let's see if they can make it count. Olof there, that's his third this round. He could be claiming 4 if he goes for JW, and he has beautiful play from Olof. As you said, brilliant player, he's stepping up, and he is looking good.
Maybe it's that Glock kill on JW the round before the major, right? But yeah, he's a great player. He's winning that round, not single-handedly, but he's a big part of winning that. So, and really, Fnatic has to have an eco round now. But don't count out the eco rounds, as we said. When people have victorias, it's like, yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I had this rude awakening after watching one event where it was like every eco they just decided to turn over. I was like, okay, I'm just never assuming anything about these rounds.
Nope.
And already though, big damage towards Devilhawk there. Nice nade takes him down to 17 HP. So B looking a little bit weaker, but obviously, you know, LGB respecting the fact that these rounds are dangerous. They're not just, you know, running in half-handedly, taking their time. Clearly being cautious about it here, and you know what's the best way to play this through, because we know that these pistol rounds are dangerous. How do you take it carefully enough that you don't start losing players and giving away guns?
I mean, you play it super cautiously. It's like you can't play it cautiously enough. It's like you need somebody to either, you know, if you go down, you need somebody behind you to
Straight
follow
away.
up. Yeah, so it's a 4 versus 4, and they can't get control of a weapon or start rotating and stopping, creating mass confusions, because that's normally how you win around. You get one, people start attacking from all kind of different angles. So you need to keep it calm and, you know, be with your teammates. Then, yeah, you have the upper hand because you have weapons, but it's still tight.
Yeah, it still is. JW and Flush are still alive, and JW has got 2. That is big play from this man. Oh, he finally gets taken down by Olof. It looks like he's his kryptonite this game, and Twist will flame Flusher. And now we are back, all even, all square. And this game, you know, I didn't think it'd be this close, you know. You look on it on paper, maybe Fnatic, after picking up, obviously, the DreamHack victory, you'd say they're maybe more favored, but recent performances alone, LGB are looking brilliant here.
Yeah, they are, and Olof topping the scoreboard with 18 frags right now.
Wow.
And I mean, when he's on fire, it's really dangerous for Fnatic, and he's getting into it. Had a bit of a rough start.
Yeah, they did.
But right now, looking on point.
Well, let's see if they can keep this one up. Obviously, a little bit of a mixed bag coming in. Schneider only with Famous, but Devilhawk has picked up the first kill, finding Twist. That's an important one as well, considering how well he's been playing. But interesting stacking out 3 players by B for the Fnatic CT side, whereas Flusher and JW left to hold on to A on their own. And nice deep smoke comes out from Fnatic, kind of cutting that one off.
Yeah,
just still dancing with it.
Yeah, we can see Fnatic doing that quite a lot on the CT side, going 3 people down banana. And it, helps them a lot there.
Let's see if it gives them any more control now. We are seeing Schneider actually rotating around towards that A site. He's now joining Flusher and JW. They're taking their time, though. You know, the T side, they're not rushing this. They don't look pressured now. They look like they found that comfortable area where they like playing in. They're looking good now. Let's see if they can actually convert this to a round win, though.
Yeah.
It does look like Dennis has opened up towards JW. Schneider's replied, but LGB are brute forcing their way through A, but they've not committed yet. Sipe and Crims still both down. Oh, lovely play from Sipe, but he does get picked up by Pronax. Is back to a 2v2. And now who's got the advantage here?
Wow, I think it's a really open round because everybody's everywhere right now. Normally terrorist, but at the moment, Pronax is really low though.
Flusher. Look at his position as he's right behind Crims, who has the bomb. That's vital there. Only 14 seconds left. And there we have it. The final frag will come in from Pronax onto Olof, and just positioning alone.
Yeah, the only positioning, even though Pronax was down at 14 HP there, normally terrorists have the advantage, but that was like, I don't know, it was like a mixture. Everybody was everywhere on the map, and it's, oh wow.
What you can do. So, clearly, someone in another game is going crazy. There's like casters over the back there just yelling. I was like, geez, they are really excited about watching people buying guns. But I'm assuming they're on a different game. But at the current moment, LGB on 10, Fnatic on 11, still very close. Fnatic just edging ahead, but you can't call it either way right now. It's it's so close to call, and we are seeing a big presence from the T side. towards the A side. They've not even left anyone by B now.
Yeah, and what's really dangerous for Fnatic right now, if they lose this round, it's going to be a real tough economy. They're going to have no money because JW has a shotgun at the moment.
Well, let's see what Crims can do. He's just plowing with the pistol. He does find Schneider. Takes him down to 3 HP, but JW helping out. Picks up Dennis. JW again onto Twist. That gun is so dangerous in this man's hands. That mech zone really got put to work. And to be fair, Olof now the last man standing. I don't know what you can do, but really just meet your maker with JW. Picking up 3 that round with that gun.
Yeah, it's so important. He's getting so much money for that as well. And picking up an AK, getting 3 frags with that. And JW, when it's on fire, he's...
best.
I'm sorry for saying, no, I'm not going to say anything bad, but he's a pain to play versus, to say the least. And he's probably going to get some good self-esteem coming out from that. It looks like be on fire that round.
He certainly can be a key factor to their round, which, when he's on point, it's very hard to stop someone like that. And Pronex now, they're feeling aggressive, they're feeling good about this. Pronex and Devil both going down, obviously just pistols against them. And now Dennis, little to do but die here, unless he can maybe pick up a gun. And JW's going to find that as well. And you don't want to keep feeding this man, kills and getting him pumped up right now. And we are seeing Fnatic doing well for themselves, 13 to 10, getting fairly going this one. They've actually been picking up good rounds here rather than just the anti-ecos and a couple of pistol rounds in the bag. So they're doing better, I think.
What you can see that round is that Pronex and Karn, they have full control over the economy for LGB, because you see them rushing down the middle again. That's anti-eco round that they're doing to so the terrorists can capitalize on you standing there waiting for somebody, and they're on track with their money. So they have full control over LGB at the moment, and what we're doing and what they can afford at the moment. That's so important.
Yeah, and let's see if LGB can break out of this one now. They do seem to be almost strangled by Fnatic with every single gun buy, every single first pick that happens. It seems to be going in Fnatic's favor right now, but still very close scoreline. It won't take much for this to turn around, but LGB needs to start getting this in the bag, and at the moment JW's in this real dangerous spot, but he has been picked up this time by Crims. So that is a big dangerous factor out of this round, but can they make any more of this? Schneider, Devil, Pronax and Flusher still in their way, but it's an even split by side. But actually Pronax coming over towards the A side, leaving just Devil Walk by B, and it looks like the T side are going for the B side.
Yeah, looks like it. And it's only Devil Walk there, so if he needs to either hold him back long enough for rotation to come in here, or kill quite a lot of people to actually be able to win this round. Really important frag about Pronax in the middle.
Yeah, really denying any little bit of a peek there from Twist. And there we are seeing Pronax.
He's reading game so good. Probably, his team game leader might be his Karn telling him rotating towards B.
They are being met by a wall of fire and Devil Walk to boot, and Pronax joins in, finally broken down by Olaf, but he's left on 5 HP with Flusher and Schneider coming in. I'd love to see him pull this off to get a nice little quad kill, but it's not going to happen. Schneider, well played, and as you said, how well they were reading that round.
I mean, Pronax pretty much single-handedly won that round, I would have to say, because they were down 4 versus 5 with terrorists. We're going to attack the B bomb site with only Devil Walk standing in it. He gets the first kill in the middle, so it's a 4 versus 4. He immediately understands this is a fake because he knows the game so well. So he's rotating towards B, just like Steel is pointing there, and telling Devil Walk to Molotov there. So they actually take a lot of damage running in there, getting slowed, and he managed to rotate all the way through the sideway and coming in there, getting a kill and hurting the last guy to 5 HP. So really smart play there, and that really shows how much you can play only using, I mean, you don't have to be the best aimer, you can only use your brain. I mean, he's a great aimer, but don't get me wrong, but
it wasn't the aim that pulled him through on that round. It was certainly the smarts behind it, and we are now seeing the T side almost push back to spawn. A very aggressive Fnatic, Devil Walk and JW flying down Banana, Schneider coming all the way up, and this is a very different team from how we saw at the start. JW getting dinked down a little bit, has to back away. Obviously, T-side do have the AKs with them, and Twist, still alive, can do a lot of damage. He's picked up Devil Walk there, so not a bad way to kick things off here. And actually, big change up here for the CT side. Almost a full stack towards B, just leaving Flusher here down by the A site. And very interesting round, very unique round, not like we've seen just yet. Twist, Dennis, Zype, and Olaf left alive, and Pronax and Schneider, they're just so happy being aggressive right now. It's unbelievable to watch.
They are. And that's how you can utilize Inferno, though, because if you smoke somewhere, you know that terrorists can't attack there during the period where they smoke, because that's suicide. And they're actually, that's his mind game. So Pronax is running through the smoke. Oh, but look at Twist coming up there.
Oh, this is a great spot, though.
He managed to get 2, though, from all the good timing there.
He's got 3 now. He got the start, and now he's got 2 back-to-back. That's big play from Twist. And as you said, the smokes are so vital, but when you don't expect someone like Twist to be waiting around the corners, here comes Dennis. It's a 2v1. They might have just turned this on his head. Can Flusher do this, though, to take Fnatic to map point at least here? Dennis and Twist holding on. Flusher pushing in slowly, carefully. He thinks he knows where Dennis is. He's caught a glimpse, but Dennis just teasing him with bullets, but the nades coming through, just about missing Twist. But this is very, very tense now. Every single peak matters, and Twist doing big work there. 4 kills, really well played.
Yeah, really a great round there by Twist, and also really good team play by Dennis and Twister. And then, so basically what Dennis is doing is dragging all the tension for Twist, who's real low. He's gonna die from a bullet to hide in the quad area, where he's not gonna be able to check if Dennis is just, you know, peeking and trying to draw attention from. It's a great after plan, showing that they're really communicating with each other in that sense. But on the other hand, Fnatic has a lot of money left, so they're gonna be able to buy pretty much all of the rounds left, even though LGB is starting to catch things up.
Well, let's see if the slightly more aggressive Fnatic can do anything here. Oh, lovely stuff from Schneider going for the early peek there. Does pick up the frag onto Olaf, but JW is still alive and kicking within these apartments. Dennis is literally next to him. And Dennis cautiously looking for a way in here. And JW, as you can see, literally on the other side of this wall. And at the moment, Crims has joined Dennis, so JW might be outnumbered, but certainly not outgunned. And right now we are going to see if they pick him up, but JW playing it carefully. He's been cautious, and here we go. JW leaps into action. Oh, beautiful play from JW. What a shot. As you said, he's the one you never want to come up against, and he's proving it point by point. And now just Zype and Twist left. There's not much you can do here.
No, but look at how low Fnatic players are. It's, I mean,
very good point.
One bullet on 3 of those guys, they're down. And I mean, they have Twist, who's been making some hero rounds. Not anymore.
Yeah, caster's curse. You know, you put him up to that. But as you said, they did get him low. Actually, I didn't even notice how low Schneider and Pronax were. But it's like, it's in a bit of a pickle there. Bomb is down right in front of Devil Walk. So he's going to have to brute force his way in. 26 seconds. There's not much else he can do, but go for it. Oh, he got them so low, but not enough. And Devil Walk stays alive.
What I love that round, I think it was Schneider who, together with JW, went aggressive in the apartments there. He got headshotted through the wall, down to 22 HP. Normally, what most people would do is to fall back.
Yes.
But they had a round where they go out at the same time, and he still stays there. Like, a lot of people would have went away and leaving one by one and canceling the round, but he goes out there and he managed to get the entry. It's so important, and it's very uncommon that people have the nerves to actually do it on a big stage in such an important game.
Well, we are now seeing Fnatic on map point here. Bear in mind, this is a best of 3. It's not all about one map this time. Let's find out if they can get it done this round. We do have Flusher backing away. Schneider and JW now have the entirety of LGB flooding in, and Flusher is doing the work. Beautiful play between Flusher and JW, picking up everyone and just dominating them. Twist, last man standing. Not much to do but die, and Fnatic with a fantastic first map, picking up the final round there. And credit to the likes of Schneider, Flusher, and JW in that round, really playing well.
Yeah, Schneider playing an amazing game, and I think his ace. I mean, I don't have any words for that one. It was just amazing. Yep. Fnatic playing calm. You can see they're more experienced in all sense. But if you look at the players, I mean, Olaf and Twist, they're playing so well in those, making the shots. So they're on point with that. So. Yeah, I actually thought that Fnatic was going to lose this after the first half. The comeback the LGB made, and then starting winning weapon rounds on the first tee-off as well. I was like, oh, this is going to look bad. But they still, you can see that Fnatic have the nerves, so they're not getting pushed back and trying, sitting on the position, hiding, getting caught off one by one. They start going aggressive, even though they're starting to lose. So they still have the nerves. You can see they're a really experienced team, and that's what you need to do. And to not have your enemy capitalize on your mistakes, or that they start winning rounds to build momentum and anything. So really excited.